Good morning. One of the questions I got today was from a gentleman looking for a W140 S-Class. Now, many people who have owned the W140 have had a great relationship with it, and some have had a not so great relationship with it. However, as the W140 ages, those of us that want a large and prolific car with great presence, packed with technology and performance, often look at it as a potential option for their transportation. Some 140 owners have actually racked up over 500,000 miles in their cars, albeit with huge repair bills to keep them in good order, but the cars are perfectly capable and their technology has shown to be serviceable over the course of the past 20 years. When looking for a W140, it is always best to consider the nicest car possible. When you're shopping for an older Mercedes, such as a 123 or 126 series, usually this doesn't have to be the case, as the cars are immensely serviceable. But the W140 is not immensely serviceable. It's a very difficult car to work on, and I encourage people that are looking for one and absolutely have to have it to buy a well-kept, low-mileage, single-owner car that has been looked after its entire life and has been serviced very, very religiously. One of the greatest things about Mercedes is that they keep all of the service records for their vehicles on file. That means that if you're interested in a Mercedes-Benz, if you go with the potential seller to a Mercedes-Benz dealership with the VIN number of the car and their proof of ownership, they will actually print out the service records on that vehicle for you. And this applies to any Mercedes that's been in the dealer service system since the early 1990s. What an amazing thing for a car company to do for their cars. The other thing I tell people when they're looking for a W140 is to test drive the car and check all of its electronic features. If you don't know how to use them, it's best to educate yourself because they are all interrelated, and one non-functioning feature can turn into another non-functioning feature as time goes on. Typical problems with these cars included wiring harness issues with the engine and throttle actuator, and also some problems with body harnesses on cars from hot climates. S320 models with the M104 engine tend to leak oil from their head gaskets. The W140 turbo diesels from 1992 and 93 had connecting rod issues, and all of the bigger cars are fair game for suspension problems. There were certain suspension problems with the W140, such as wheel vibrations at high speed, that never got completely resolved. So just know that making a 140 perfect is quite an endeavor and that you're probably going to have a lot of work and time involved in making this happen. However, once these things are accomplished, the W140 is a pretty cool car. They're extremely fast. With their active body control systems, they handle extremely well. And with all of their gadgets and their modern technology, they're not only safe, but they operate in a way which is very comfortable and pleasurable for the driver of the car, which is a benchmark of Mercedes-Benz engineering. When you're shopping for a 140, the most reliable models you can get are the 1994 and 95 S350 diesels or the S500. If you're looking for something that will definitely make people stop and look, the S600 is the car to have. And if you're looking for a practical 6-cylinder gasoline model, the S320 will deliver miles and miles of comfort and performance, as well as reasonable reliability for a person whose budget is under $10,000. Any of the best W140 sedans can be had for under $10,000 today, and all of the V12 coupes and the 8-cylinder CL500 coupes could probably be had for $20,000 or less in outstanding condition. These cars have reached the peak of their depreciation for now and should be a decent investment if you keep the car nice. Anyway, I hope this helps you look for a 140 if you're looking for one. Please remember to like us and please remember to send us your questions. We love getting them.